Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. So let's solve this question here. It says, which of the following is false? Option A says the DNA polymerases on their own can initiate the process of replication. Option B says the replication does not initiate randomly at any place in the DNA. Option C says the DNA polymerase is used to add nucleotide at 3' end of the DNA. Option D says none of this. So now let us understand the question. It says which of the following is false. So we have to look for false statement. The first option says the DNA polymerases on their own can initiate the process of replication, which is incorrect. It is incorrect. Why? Because DNA polymerase, they cannot start the DNA replication unless and until there is presence of, okay, or they need free 3' hydroxy end. Okay, they need this end, and this end is provided by RNA primer. Okay, RNA primer. RNA primer is added first so as to provide 3' hydroxy end, and further DNA polymerase will add the nucleotide. Okay, for example, this is your DNA, and this is the DNA. This is a template I'm talking about. Okay, you have the single stranded DNA. And this will not happen anywhere randomly in the DNA. Only synthesis will occur at origin of replication. It will begin at origin of replication, or you can say ori site. Okay? So it is not random process. Only if there is ori site, it will start. Okay, it will replicate. It will start replicating. Okay, now this is a single stranded DNA which is acting as what? Acting as template. Now to start the replication by DNA polymerase, it cannot act directly. Okay, it needs the help of an RNA primer. Okay, so first RNA primer will be added in the direction 5' to 3'. Okay, and this 3' hydroxyl end will be provided. Now the polymerase will come into picture. Okay, now which was this enzyme which was acting? This enzyme which was acting here, which is involved in the formation of RNA primer. This is what? RNA primer. This is called as RNA primase. The enzyme which is involved here is RNA primase. Because directly DNA polymerase cannot add the nucleotides. It needs 3' hydroxy end. And once it is done, then the DNA polymerase will come and take this up, and then it will add the nucleotides. So now you have your DNA synthesis. Okay, because it needs this 3' hydroxy. But the direction will be the same, 5' to 3'. Okay, so this is your new strand. Okay. Okay, now later this RNA primer will be removed and it will be filled up by deoxyribonucleotides. Okay, so let us see. So option A says the DNA polymerase on their own can initiate the process of replication, which is incorrect. So this should be the false statement, and that should be our answer. Now, what about option B? Option B says the replication does not initiate randomly at any place in DNA. Definitely yes, because it will initiate only at ori sites. Ori site, which will contain origin of replication. But this is not our answer because we are looking for false statement. Option C says DNA polymerase is used to add nucleotides at 3' end of the DNA. Yes, absolutely. Even if there is already a piece of DNA, so at 3' end, it can add and it can continue. Okay, so this is also correct statement. Okay, but that is not our answer because we are looking for false statement. Option D says none of this, which is incorrect because we have an answer, that is option A. So let us conclude. What is the answer? Answer is option A, that is the incorrect statement. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you.